It's Saturday morning, September 17th, 1988, and we're in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're watching ex-nickel plate number 587 and her 9-car consist backing southward toward the Hannah Avenue grade crossing, located about a mile south of this location. This line is Conrail's main line south out of Indianapolis, extending toward Columbus and Louisville. But today, the 587's southward journey ends at Hannah Avenue, some 3 miles south of downtown, where a group of passengers are waiting to board this train. Once the passengers have been loaded, the train will then steam northward, past Indianapolis Union Station in the downtown area, toward Logansport, Indiana. This 160-mile round trip, sponsored jointly by the Indiana Transportation Museum and the Friends of the 587, will follow Conrail's ex-Pennsylvania Railroad Frankfort Secondary, also known as the High Line. This trip, the 587's inaugural excursion, is the subject of this program. The train steamed slowly across the Wabash River just south of Logansport and stopped at the north end of the bridge. We were told later that the engineer brought the train to a stop here just so he could get off and take some pictures of the 587. Arriving in Logansport, the train was turned on the Y located just west of town. While turning, the 587 had to wait for a southbound Conrail freight to clear the line before it could back into the downtown area. There it would be readied for the return trip to Indianapolis. This slow action on the Y gives us a chance to tell you a little about the 587. The 587 was built by Baldwin in September of 1918 for the Lake Erie and Western Railroad. It was numbered 5541 and was listed as an H60 class Mikado. As one of the LE&W's newer locomotives, this 282 saw service pulling freight trains over the line between Sandusky, Ohio and Peoria, Illinois. In 1922, when the LE&W was absorbed into the nickel plate system, the 5541 was renumbered to 587 and pulled both freight and passengers for the nickel plate during its 33 years of service. The engine was no stranger to Indianapolis, as it often traveled the nickel plate route between Michigan City and the Indiana capital. It also pulled Richard Nixon's vice presidential campaign train between Lafayette and Frankfort, Indiana in 1952. The 587 was retired in March of 1955, refurbished by the nickel plate, and then placed in Indianapolis Broad Ripple Park in September of 1955. Residing in the park for almost 30 years, the locomotive was moved by the all-volunteer Friends of the 587 to Amtrak's Beech Grove shops, and dismantling began there in April of 1984. On August 29, 1988, the 587 was test-fired for the first time. Then, on September 3rd, after posing at the Indiana State House, the engine made a 60-mile round trip with a tool car to Morgantown, Indiana. The official break-in runs were made on September 10th, when the 587 hauled 20 loaded hopper cars to the Indianapolis Power and Light's Homer Stout facility, located within the Indianapolis city limits over the Indiana Railroad.